Good evening and welcome to the Pownal Elementary School District's Board meeting, Wednesday for January 17th. First thing on our agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Correction, today is the 18th. All right, is there any public comments? One at a time, please. Okay. All right, action items, financial. Treasurer's report. Is there any discussion on the treasurer's report? None? Take a
So
motion.
moved. Second.
Motion been made, seconded, and all those in favor? It's unanimous. Okay. The biggie, discuss and approve the FY19 budget. What's the board's pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion been made and seconded, and I want to thank our business manager, Renee, for doing such a great job and working so well with us.
Don't butter her up.
And it's very important, when people do a nice job, you have to acknowledge it. And I am acknowledging it in honor of the board. Thank you, Renee.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now, all those in favor of approving the FY19 budget, signify by raising your hand. It's unanimous. All right, consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion been made, second. Is there any discussion on it? All right, hearing none. All those in favor of approving the consent agenda? It's unanimous. All right, unfortunately, we have no policies. Oh, darn, okay. All right, facilities update.
I don't think we had anything to update from last month,
We
so.
don't have anything to update? Okay, sounds good.
Is that just a standing item that we
Yes,
discussed everyone?
Yeah.
Because I did talk to Kevin and he didn't have any updates or anything that we needed to.
and I like to leave it on there because then if there is something that he would like to,
Yeah.
talk about, or if we have an issue, then we can talk about it.
Right.
But if it's not on there, it's very hard to,
Mhm.
is that what you're asking?
Whether it's standing on there, so I do ask Kevin every month, and
Oh, I know you do.
if there's anything from the previous month to report back to, I'll make sure I do that.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
All right, we'll move forward to the superintendent's report.
Good evening. Things that I'm working on right now is the school calendar for next year.
Sure.
It's drafted, that has been sent on. Just a reminder, we have to do a regional calendar with all the towns that are the school districts to send students to the tech center. That's the statute, the law in Vermont. So we're on draft 3 of that calendar. I imagine we'll be on draft 4 shortly. We have to try to align as many days as possible so that, say, a student from Arlington who goes to the tech center, we're supposed to try to align our professional development days, our start of school, our school vacations. That part's already done. We still have some professional development days, and how Veterans Day is going to be handled because it falls on a Sunday. That still needs to be put into the calendar, and then we will be ready to release that. The other thing, besides going to budget meetings with Renee and the principals, Dr. Leap and I are in the process of doing annual reviews of all principals and directors. So that process is ongoing right now. What are we going to do tomorrow? No, we were going to, that's right. So you're anonymous. We have 2 principals tomorrow. We had 1 today, so we just keep going through that. So everyone, I can assure you that everyone has an annual review and evaluation. That's what I've been doing for the past month. So.
Yeah, budget's been keeping everybody busy.
Yeah.
Getting back to the budget before we go to yours, Renee, the next step, I know we have to.
We have to have a special meeting to approve the
I-
warning.
Okay. You have any
And
idea when that will be?
The 30 to 40 day window prior to makes that have to occur sometime between January 25th and February 4th.
Okay, so when you find out, can you email us and let us know? And then what we usually do is, we
Do it in
meet
the parking
here.
lot.
Hmm?
We can do it in the parking lot.
We do in the parking lot.
Yeah, well, I can have the warnings ready whenever you wanna hold the meeting. I think Karen sent a note out to all the board chairs today, just asking when you would like to do it, and then we'll make sure that we have the documentation ready for the board to review and approve.
Okay, so before the meeting's over, we'll pick a time and then I can get back to Karen. Okay. Thank
No,
you.
we can talk about that too. You want to go back to superintendent's report? Or-
Sure, yeah.
Todd just reminded us something that we're also been working on. As you know, we had another snow day yesterday, which was our fifth snow day, unfortunately. So we are now up till June 22nd, and it's the 18th of January. I mean, I hope we don't have any other snow days, but that's a Friday. That was announced on the calendar this year as the last day of school, so including the 5 snow days. So I really don't want to go into that last week of June because of how many professional learning opportunities that our teachers go to, because the problem that we run into is, our students go along in Vermont, requires 175 days, we go 180 days, plus putting in all the required professional development learning days for teachers. By law, there has to be 5, and we have a few more than that. And we started late this year because of the BSD construction project. We went back after Labor Day. So depending on what happens, there was some, I heard a rumor today that, we are considering canceling the April school vacation. That's not true. I am not considering canceling the April school vacation. But we may have to go beyond the week of the Friday the 22nd, so the week of June 25th is now an option that there could be school days, and everybody should be aware of that. And what I will be informing is that we met with the Teachers Association today. I told the Teachers Association I would be sending out a memo to staff that if they already have plans for that week, the week of the 25th, they need to make me aware of them now. But I will be cautioning all staff to not make any vacation or professional learning plans for that week of the 25th if they haven't already. So we ran into this last year. We went 2 days, so we had 7 snow days last year. And I did, on an individual basis, meet with staff that, you bought your airline ticket prior to us using those snow days. I granted the time. If you bought it after, you're out of luck. So after meeting with the association today, I'll make it clear now so the week of June 25th, which is the last week of June, I hope we don't have to go that far. Last year, I went to the boards and asked you to eliminate some student days rather than bring the students back in June. In that, ask any teacher or principal, they'll tell you those aren't very productive days. So we did have the teachers still come for professional learning. I want to say it was 2 days we eliminated last year.
Yes.
So that's the possibility. The complication this year is, again, the Bennington School District, they already started, not only did we start after Labor Day, they started 5 days after everybody else.
Yes.
So the most that they'll get in student days by June 22nd is 175 days. So we'll.
And this is just December or January. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
Mondays.
is, I know.
Mondays. That's how
And I
it is.
can't, safety has to be the reason I cancel school. I can't
Yeah.
consider that when we're gonna get out, so I have to.
No, safety first.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Just
I agree.
want everybody to know that we are monitoring that. And it looked like yesterday initially, why I didn't call off school the night before, like a lot of school districts did, because the reports I was looking at, that maybe we could have done a delay, but that wouldn't have, by morning, it looked like that wouldn't work, and after talking to the bus company, they concurred, so.
Snowed all day, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. And we got a foot of snow down here.
And that's, it's a wide-ranging district. What it's, someone in Bennington might say, though there were multiple, when I talked to the police department, multiple car accidents in Bennington yesterday also. Though not as much snow as here or Shasbury or Woodford, but it's still the driving conditions. It was the right call yesterday.
Definitely.
It's,
Definitely.
again, I have a very narrow window. I have to really make that call by 5 o'clock in the morning for the buses, for the high school to start rolling.
And you hear from all the town's
Yeah.
road foremen.
The
too,
bus
right?
company contacts all those, then I call the bus company and we have a conversation.
The road's doing good.
Jim, I just have a question about the middle school with the heater. A lot of the parents have been asking, are they gonna have to make up that day?
So I have to talk to the MAU board, but my recommendation to the board is the staff will have to make up that date because so that they don't have a loss of pay, but the students, I wouldn't recommend that they make it up because then I would be running a single bus day just for the middle school and there'd be a cost associated with that, so I don't imagine that they will make that day up. Because they'll go 179 days, so they still meet the state requirement.
Okay, thank you.
One thing, Jim, and I called Tech yesterday, when the K-12 alert calls folks, if it goes to their voicemail, the message is not a full message.
It gets cut off somehow because.
Like yesterday,
Well,
they.
yeah, because it kicks in as soon as they answer the phone, it starts
Right.
talking.
So yesterday, we had some phone calls to make sure that we didn't have school because they received a call, but all it said was 18th, thank you.
Okay.
Ooh,
So you did talk to Tech, so if I talk to them tomorrow, they'll know that.
I talked to Elaine Hewlett.
Okay.
She was the only one in yesterday.
All right.
Okay.
And that's when voicemail on a cell phone, do you think?
I believe so.
Well, any kind of a phone, because what happens is,
I don't think it's a landline. I do think it's a cell phone. I don't know. We'd have to check that.
well, if you have a long message, this is so-and-so, well, as soon as it answers, your machine starts talking.
Okay.
Right.
And then the other one says after the beep, and then it goes beep and says bye, that's the end of the message.
They told me they can run reports to see how long the message is on certain phones. So
Okay.
I think they're going to do a little investigation on it.
So I think I understand what you're saying. So what happens is the message starts once it's answered, but the answer, the pickup to that phone might be the recorded message.
Or there
that
could be a
phone-
song on
Right,
there,
yeah.
or
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
okay, go down to our principal's report.
Sure. Just want to let everyone know we had a very productive day today. Our leadership team met with Dave Melnick at Ben L with their staff, and again, really focusing on trauma-sensitive schools. And it's really good work. We were supposed to meet tomorrow with Dave Melnick, the
Yeah.
admin team, but I think that's going to be rescheduled. And then our team moved to central office in the afternoon to to do some more work on our school improvement plan, which is now called the continuous improvement plan. So our team moved over there and we worked the afternoon. Our students are continuing their measures of academic progress tests for 2nd through 6th grade and fast bridging our kindergarten and 1st grade students in reading, math, and language. Then on February 7th, on that in-service day, we'll be taking a look at the data, seeing where we are as opposed to our goals from the beginning of the year, just to make sure we're on track. This next Friday, the Friday in-service, the 26th, we are having Frank Barnes along with Sally Basacchio on tech integration in the classroom, technology. Wanted to let the Pownal board know that we do have a new PTG president. Her name is Jamie George. She's very excited. She's planning fun activities for our students. I'll invite Jamie, and she does have a crew of parents that are following her and really helping out. We did a make it and take it night, and that's always a big success for the kids to come out. Have already planned a couple upcoming events. January 25th is a movie night. We'll be showing Paddington Bear. There's a literature connection there, so the kids are getting the literature piece and library and in the classrooms as well. Classrooms are going to be decorating their doors Paddington style, so that's coming up January 25th. And then our annual February 16th basket bingo night for our families. So I think our PTG is re-energized and looking forward to planning fun events for the kids.
Okay, and you said that the woman on the new president has the forms.
She does, yep. She's going to take that on and
Touch base
probably
with
within the
Renee.
next month, they'll have their own EIN number, and that'll be a good move.
Yeah, be great.
Excellent, very good. So, I would like to invite them, I would like to meet them. I think the board is important that the board meets the
I'll
PTG
send out
members.
that invitation when you let me know when the
When-
next
yes.
meeting is, yeah.
Okay, that's my next statement, okay. In February, our next meeting happens to fall on a week of vacation, the 21st. What is, and we can't really move it to the 28th because that's SVSU. What is the board's pleasure? Do you want to move it to a Thursday? Oh, no, sorry, you can't. The week before, but that's Valentine's Day. What is your pleasure?
Doesn't
The
matter.
week before.
The week before is okay?
On a Wednesday, right, we're talking?
It's a Wednesday,
Yep.
yes, that's the 14th.
We have Shaftesbury that night. Shaftesbury and North Bennington meet on that Wednesday.
On that Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay, but we can excuse
can-
you.
Yeah, I mean, we
We-
can give you the verbiage of what they want. It should be a 5-minute meeting, right?
They're talking about the regular.
On the regular meeting, I thought they were.
So I just want you to know that
Yeah,
we'll have
there's
to
other meetings on that.
split duty.
Yeah, but we're very quick. All right, so the board said okay on the 14th?
Yep,
At 5:30?
All right.
5:30, right?
5:30. And we promise to be very quick. I mean, even if we invite the PTG
Mhm.
members,
Yeah.
you know, it's not, that's not a big deal, I don't think. I think it's important that they know the board and that the board knows, because they do so much for our school that, you know, I felt bad last year that we didn't know them. So how, is that, the board members okay with that?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, good. I want to thank Tammy for writing that great letter for Act 46 and for the board approving it and sending it out. That was a big step. I really appreciated that. Other than that, I don't have anything else to report. We'll just put February 14th here. Okay. As for FYI, budget status report is included and the SVSU student enrollment for January. Is there any other business to come before the board?
Well,
John?
Nelson has written a letter for the superintendent's evaluation. And we haven't all approved it yet. After it's approved, we'll bring it in.
It's still a draft right now.
Yeah, it's in a draft, but we finished our work.
Yep.
He's still waiting for information from Tim Holbrook and Shasbury.
Jasper.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, we're done.
We're done. Oh, good.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you for serving on that too.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
yeah, but we have to have it done before March, right?
By my contract by March 1st.
March
Yeah.
1st. Yeah.
Which
That'll,
it's-
that'll happen.
It will.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no,
It's
just a
basically
matter of
done.
formality, right?
Yeah. Not just get out the cattle prod and.
Did you read the letter?
I did read it, yes, and I responded to Nelson that I was fine with it as written, and I think he said that he has heard from MAU now, he's just waiting for Shaftesbury at this point.
Very good. Anything else?
Not for me.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to,
Make a motion to adjourn.
Zach?
okay, all in favor? All right.